that's the case, then that would make a bit more sense. But it looks like they've hacked out this central section all the way down through the trunks. They've replaced it with just a block of blue, thinking, well, we don't care about this because you're not going to see his arse on camera.
Right.
Because it's only going to be a front-facing costume. We're going to stitch this, because this is really kind of like...
It's quite crude, isn't it?
It's random as you like.
And I also think, too, they had to have cut some away. Yep. Because if you have the gloves, but if you try to piece it together to maybe how it once was and hide this, you know, now you can see how much material was actually... Is that the normal size of a tunic, or did they cut more away? See, it looks pretty small now.
It does look pretty small, but it doesn't look... Having said that, it doesn't look unwearable. It's a stretch fabric, remember, so... Yeah. He didn't need it taken out. He didn't need it bigger. God, it's fantastic, isn't it? You never get tired of looking at this. Never, ever, ever. Because it's like CW1 versus CW3 on the tights. Do we have? Yes.
Yes, it's big. They just kind of threw them together.
So, which would then make sense, because if we're walking and we're different colours, then CW1's tights would presumably be a matching set, and CW1 themselves. We have reinforcement of the poppers fabric underneath, which they've marked by hand with pen. They've actually spelled his name right in the tunic.
A doctor in the house.
It feels like that scene in Jaws, doesn't it? Do not smoke in here. Thank you very much.
This is no boating accident.
This is no boating accident. 4913. 4913. That's curious as well, because they match it. No, as usual. I think it makes a shred of sense. Yeah, the right seam's here. Hello. That doesn't belong there.
This is like CSI, crime scene investigation, the Martin Lakin edition.
No bodies inside. You have your pull.
Let's go in for a tight shot.
You have your pull.
Oh God!
There.
Yeah, no. Give me a
Is this the one that you were worried about? Or was it the tights that you were worried about? The seam was getting away from itself.
Yeah.
Wow.
But this to me is like the end of the world.
No, that's a hallmark.
No, but it happened on my watch. It didn't come that way, yeah. And that's when I was putting the cape on it. Little edge of the cape. A little tiny edge of the sharp edge of the cape underneath poked right through.
So it was there before, or?
No, it did not arrive that way. This is when I put it on a mannequin.
But it looks exactly like the others.
That's exactly like it should do.
Right. Yeah.
And mine started doing it, and so did Billy's.
Yeah.
And on the same side.
Yeah, no, stressed.
But now we know that many of them were probably discarded because of that.
Yeah.
That one Movie Land one can't be the only one that had that kind of run.
They were never built to last anyway. That's not what the, this is interesting, the neckline's good. It's always, everybody gets this wrong, replica-wise anyway, because they always think it's a scoop.
Oh, it's not.
It's not a scoop. In fact, this is a squared off with a dip. When stretched, creates that scoop-like appearance, but it's squared off, absolutely as it should look. And this was the tell, this kink.
Show us.
Right here, as this curve comes round, the pattern, such as it is, from what we know about the original template anyway, this is a smooth curve. And because of the nature of the way that these things are put together, when they're flipped over, so if I can show you that, they're stitched from behind. And the reason they all come out looking random is to pinch back that fabric and then to stitch it on the inside means that whatever you're left with, the good side and the outside, means that it looks different every time. you know, you have to concentrate so hard to be able to make this seem perfect. It just doesn't happen.
So it's essentially a fingerprint. They're never exact.
Never exact.
You never have two of the same.
Same with the thickness here.
Yeah.
And if this is more squared or
Yeah.
curved.
Absolutely. And you'll notice the biggest difference between the costumes used for 4 and, let's say, from Superman the movie onwards. The Superman the movie S shields had a big chunky border, or a chunkier border on them, which gave more space here, so this didn't encroach into the bottom of this curve of the S, which is where you get your S that you're so fond of in that original
Right.
costume. So it would seem that they as the films progressed, everything kind of got a bit tighter, and the templates they used kind of, well, they didn't shrink. They were always going to be the same, but at the same time, they were so used by then that I think that they were kind of worn in. And this is what you got. You got a smaller. Have you compared this with an original?
We can.
Can we?
You have so much more to see.
Right now.
Okay.
Bring it in if you like.
It would be interesting to see if both of them flat next to each other.
Yeah, we'll do it.
Because by rights, they should be absolutely exactly the same. They should look
Cross out the box behind there, Jim.
precise.
And cut.